Another important feature of this tutor is the ability to ask for suggestions about how to continue working through the case to arrive at the correct diagnosis. If you're ever unsure of what you should be doing, hints are a good way to continue working through the case. If the tutor is not already in this mode I'm in, where things you've already done are different colors, it will switch to this mode when you begin asking for hints. So I'll go ahead and ask for a hint. I'll click the hint button, and as you see, it says there's something important to recognize here, and I'm on hint number 1 out of 7. There are 7 total hints in this sequence of hints. I can advance to the next hint by clicking the next button, and it says this is an area where you can see intraepidermal nests. See if you can find where. So the hints are slowly getting more and more specific. You can move on to the next hint either by clicking the next button or by clicking this More link up here. So I'll do that, and it says this is the area of intraepidermal nests. And now there's an area of the slide outlined for me, kind of pointing me to where I should be looking on the slide for that finding. I'll move on to the next hint, and it says this is an area that shows intraepidermal nests particularly well. And now there's a rectangle drawn on the slide pointing me a little more specifically where I should be looking for that finding. I'll move to the next hint, and it says this is an example of intraepidermal nests, and there's an arrow pointing at a specific example of that finding on the slide. And I'll move to the next hint, and it says click first on the F button, etc., telling me the specific sequence of actions I should be performing. You can go back to an earlier hint by clicking the previous button, and you can clear the hint area if you wish. But again, asking for hints is a good way to continue working through the case to arrive at the correct diagnosis. However, you need to perform the actions indicated in the hint sequence to move on. So for example, if I asked for hints again right now, I would again get hints telling me about intraepidermal nests because I did not identify that as a finding myself. One last important feature in the Make Diagnosis tab of the tutor is the ability to report a problem. If you disagree with the final diagnosis of the case, you can move on to writing your report by selecting Report a Problem from the Settings menu. As you see in the Settings menu, there's a Report a Problem option, so I'll click that. At that time, you get a pop-up window where you can rate your frustration level, and you can also type whatever comments you have to make about the case. So you would just want to type whatever you have to say about the case, what kind of problem it is that you have with the case. Okay, and then once you type in your comments, simply click the OK button. At that time, the Type Report tab is activated, and you can move on to typing your report.